Sometimes choosing to detach by distancing yourself is really more of a move that will save your time, energy, and value from being misused in unnecessary situations where daily narcissistic abuse goes on. So you got to ask yourself, is it worth engaging in? What is the credibility of the person who intentionally tries to provoke a fight with you? And how important are they to you? If you don't like somebody or don't want them around because they are too nosy and controlling, obviously detachment is the best option. This isn't included in the 5 steps I teach regarding shattering the illusion of false power. One of the steps, though, is actually self sabotage, not as a result of your actions, but the actions a person takes directly to cause you nothing but problems. The interesting part about a person like that who self sabotages is that once the self sabotage is set in motion, there'll be that individual who looks down on their phone and walks into a glass wall, so to speak. And once they walk into a glass wall and they fall, other people will also gather to walk into glass walls and fall with them because they chose to follow that mindset of just looking down on their phone and seeing things from one perspective. Detachment is important though. Other times, depending on the severity of the lies and abuse, you may have to defend your character and reputation against the culprit. Because if it's destroying your opportunities, ability to make money, friendship circles, etc., most people have their hands out, and you need to understand this. They want an easy life with promises made so they can all walk into glass doors. Once that self sabotage activates, you can choose to detach, which would be the best choice if after they bump their heads, they learn not to mess with you anymore. Or you can become aggressive if you feel the need to and apply more pressure once they hit the ground. So you start to work in those clapbacks, which is more of a way to manifest something for yourself. Then the comparison will follow the self sabotage. Because after the person or group bumps their heads, they might not try you again, or they will continue going on. But it's up to you whether or not you choose to engage in psychological warfare. The clapback is your way of alchemizing and turning that negative energy into something good for yourself. The poetic justice is when somebody fucks up and they start breaking laws or doing too much in order to hurt you and cause you problems. And I'm never going to be the one to put you on blast or call you out directly because I've got enough problems already. I'm not going to be the guy who outs you, basically. I'm going to let somebody you trusted do it for you so that I have less things to deal with since I got enough problems going on already. When they start to use comparison to look at you and compare themselves to what you're doing, even after all these unnecessary cycles played out for far too long, which didn't need to happen, rather than you becoming unhappy or stressed out, whatever their expectations were, the sadist stops getting witty. The sadist stops getting giddy. They cry in the dark and they don't tell anybody about it, but we see through the mask, we know their tears because they did all this for nothing, and it was for selfish, self fulfilling motives and one sided ultimatums that rewards one person or group while screwing another person over. And they wasted their time, they wasted their energy, they had an expectation to make you feel a certain way. Check out the channel for psychology content regarding how to defend yourself from narcissistic abusers, daily attacks, people who lie on your name, steal from you, and attempt to insert themselves into your gifts due to a false sense of entitlement. Probably because a poor father figure didn't discipline them properly or they felt like the world owed them something, including other people, which is just not true.